in Romans chapter 10, Paul grants us a little logical insight into the progress of faith. And he begins in verse 14, "How then will they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in him whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without someone preaching? And how are they to preach unless they are sent?" And in verse 17, "So faith comes from hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ." Now it's important for this verse 17, to be stressed. And why? Because this is where faith comes from, and not just a person's individual faith, not just my personal private faith. No, but it says the faith. In the Greek language, it says the faith comes out of hearing, and the hearing through the spoken aloud word. It's not a written word. It's not an imagined word where you meditate in your mind without speaking it. It is the spoken word of Christ. Which word is that? Is it, "I forgive you your sins" as a called and ordained servant of Christ, and in his stead and by his command? Is it the entire gospel message of law and redemption on the cross for all your sins? Why not? Why not all of it? I mean, to get to know Jesus, you need to know his story. You're listening to Oratio, part of your morning drive for the soul, here on Worldwide KFUO. Christ for you, anytime, anywhere.